Hi, I'm Vice President Joe Biden. I'm the current leader of the United States Senate. The United States Senate leader is always going to be the Vice President. It is shown in the Constitution. So I'm going to tell you how or who's in the Senate. There are 2 senators per state. So there are always, for right now, there are always going to be 100 people in the Senate since there are only 50 states for now. So also, every 6 years, a new Senate is picked for each state. So there are always going to be 100 people per state, and the Vice President will be the leader all the time. Hi, I'm current Speaker John Boyner, and the people in the House of Representatives are picked every second year. So, to tell you how I'm the Speaker of the House, the Speaker of the House is always on the majority side. So either on the Democrats or Republicans, since the House and Senate are split into parties such as Democrats and Republicans. I'll be talking about how Congress is organized. Congress is organized into parties. So in Congress, there are Democrats, Republicans, and other parties. In Congress, there are leadership organization. In the majority of the House, meaning the side with the most Democrats or Republicans, have the Speaker of the House, the Majority Leader, Assistant Majority Leader, and Majority Whip. There's also a Minority Leader for the side that has less people. The Assistant Minority Leader and Minority Whip. The President of the Senate is the Vice President. He is called the President pro tempore. And also, in the Senate, there's a Majority Leader with a Majority Leader Assistant and Majority Whip. Then also a Minority Leader and a Minority Assistant and Minority Whip. Somewhat like the House of Representatives. In the United States Congress, there are committee organizations. There is 4 committees. There is a standing committee, select committee, joint committee, and conference committee. The standing committee checks bills before they can be approved by all of the House and Senate. Select committee works on investigating problems that the regular standing committee isn't working on. Joint committee has both from the House and Senate and are made for reasons like the Joint Committee of Intelligence or smaller ones like the Joint Committee of Congress. Now, the last one is the conference committee. They are made after passing a bill. Also, there is both House and Senate in the conference committees. So, this helps Congress to find its differences about each bill that was passed.
How a bill becomes a law. It all starts off with an idea from a member of the Congress or from a representative.
The second step for a bill to become a law is that the bill has to be showed or proposed to the House of Representatives.
Next, the bill is sent to committee to be studied and looked at closer. The House currently has 20 standing committees. The next step is for the bill to be voted on by the 435 members of the House of Representatives. There are 3 possible results. One possibility is that the bill does not get the majority of the votes from the House. The bill may also be changed or revised and then sent to the Senate. And finally, the bill may go directly to the Senate. After the bill is voted on, it is taken to the Senate. Next, the bill is sent to one of the 15 standing committees in the Senate. Then the bill is voted on by the 100 members of the Senate. Once again, there are 3 different possibilities. One possibility is that the bill could be sent directly to the President to be signed and released. Another possibility is that the bill is amended and sent to the Conference Committee. The final possibility is that the bill does not get the majority of the Senate's votes. The bill is then sent to the Conference Committee to have the House and the Senate agree on one version or make additional changes. Only then can the bill be sent to the White House to be signed by the President. The president may veto the bill, but if 2/3 of the Congress approves the bill, the veto will be nullified.
Here are some 7-second videos that has to do with the legislative branch and what they can do. In class, go.
How many people can run for Congress? 21.
Get in here.
What?
Why are these papers still on my desk? I vetoed them about a week ago. God.
You're part of legislative.
You are part of Congress.
Barely.
The Congress of the United States is the highest lawmaking body in the United States and one of the oldest national legislators in the world. Two interesting facts are that the Congress has currently started around 11 wars, because we're crazy. And no, that sounds really bad. The second interesting fact is that up until 1913, senators were selected by state legislators instead of voting but for the people. Now the senators are voted for the people and by the people for each 6-year term.
One of the present examples of Congress is reauthorizing the drought system. So that was passed and signed by the president on 3-6-2014. So the present example would have been that they made a law. Congress has declared war on Japan. This is after they bombed Pearl Harbor. So since of this affected Japan and the U.S. since the U.S. and Japan lost many people, and Japan surrendered and signed a treaty.
Some powers of Congress are that they can declare war, provide and maintain a navy, they can organize an army, and they can
A past example of Congress was when they made a bill to give tax relief to the middle-class families.
In the federal level, there are 453 people per state. The amount of people per state depend on the population size.
The amount of representatives for each state depend on the population. For example, let's say this group of high schoolers are California. There are 53 representatives in California because California has a big population size.
Hawaii's representatives are Tulsi Gabbard and Colleen Hanabusa. There are 100 people in the Senate and 2 people per state.
Hi, I am the Vice President of the United States. I am the head of the Senate, and the title that was given to me was the President Pro Tempore. I can cast a decisive vote if ever there's a tie in the Senate.
Like a bow tie?
No, as in there is an equal amount of votes from all the people that voted in the Senate, which is for or against.
The House and the Senate are in the same building, which is the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. State level.
State level.
How much people are in the House of Representatives?
51.
How much people are in the Senate?
25.
The Hawaii State Legislature is located at the Hawaii State Capitol.
District level.
District level.
Each island is its own district and each city council has 9 people.
Ooh, 9 people.